like a holster. Tell me whatever and I'll be your chauffeur. You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
From the top of the mountain, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money around. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down, down. From the top of the mountain, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money around. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down, down. Yeah, I'm spending my money. I'm out of control. Somebody help me. She taking my bankroll, but I'm king of the club, and I'm wearing a crown. Popping these bottles, watching they
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my seed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some man charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to make me fight Q-tip, Alicia Heed. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed more dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just read. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed. Do the noble dance, man, do the left, I see. When I step up in the
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York. And off we go from Seattle. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready! Hawk 70! Hawk 70! Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Here we go! Here we go!
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. A short one there, caught by Warren. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. When you talk about the Seahawk defense, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Here's Richardson to throw. Ball tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Richardson looking to throw this. Over the middle, pass caught by Warren. It'll be a gain of 5. And that will bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go! Trick the Eagles! Trick the Eagles!
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Richardson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Buffalo 18.
Now Richardson. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Let's go now.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
70 Timberwolves.
Quick throw completed by Richardson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready? Cowboys! Let's go!
They'll start on the ground with Shipley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll drop the throw. Olave over the middle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Bronco 80.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Ready?
On the ground, it's the rookie running back out of Miami. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The Seahawks at 9-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Straight ahead, Shipley. And hard running's going to get it over the 40 to the 42. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Ready?
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Come on, come on. Set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Smash, smash. Hut, hut.
On third down, they go with Shipley. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
It wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on third and short? They went in red heavy. No surprise that it was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
60 Maverick.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ready, ready.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. 70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Viking 18. 79 Broncos. Let's go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop the throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of the defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On the handoff, it's Shipley. Fights through it. And he gets this from the midfield before he's brought down. 14 and a Seahawk first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 1 real quick. Real quick. Whole
Ready,
squad
set.
on that real. 0 to 1.
Get it.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2nd and 9 now. Buying time to his left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll give it to Shipley. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 3.
Come 19. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Warrior 70.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Move it, 19.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 34-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Press on leading. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Richardson completes a quick one out wide. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Richardson looking to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Back down. What you gonna do? Six the Eagles. Six the Eagles. Bronco 80.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Left side, he finds Pierce. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Cowboy 80. Six the Eagles. Six the Eagles. Go.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
On the ready.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Candy Lions.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Rifles one that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Now a 2nd and 10.
79 Broncos. Get it.
They'll look to throw. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Tough one there. 1st first drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Pass caught right side by Taylor. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
70-0.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Richardson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. And this a 39-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now they'll change things up. Now Shipley again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Hadn't been a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Back to throw here. That's complete to Shipley. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 2nd down.
7 Pirates. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
19, 16, 16.
Up the middle they go. It's Martinez. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Here's a 2nd and 8. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Start. Ready.
Zone read, here's Shipley. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 14. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays
19,
out.
18, Pop Dragon, 60. 60 Maverick, 60.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general. He's the quarterback. This, to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coaches say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Cowboys, here we go, here we go. Half the 6, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
Play action. Now Richardson. Plays caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Okay, ready?
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 36.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Come on, come on. Hey! 70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
A gift for Taylor running right side. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Ready, ready. Here we go, set. Bronco 80. Ready.
Richardson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Cowboy 80.
Richardson looking to throw this. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on third and 15. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Go. 70 Lions.
Running left, Taylor. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Here's Richardson to throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
It's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Viking 18.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 20-yard line.
First of all, you ain't fat long enough. You ain't strong enough. So whatever it is, they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. The mic. That character's not even good acting.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Tag. 19 Tigers. 60
Now they'll shift things around.
Check smash. Check smash.
A run on 1st down with Shipley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Panthers, trap 60, trap 60, Bobcat, 60.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
18, Pioneer. 18, Cox, Warriors, 70.
They'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
A big play looming on 3rd down. He's back to throw. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in a huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
2nd and 10.
Come on. 19, Lion. 7 Fox.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
This is 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete to the tight end, Sauber.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here comes second down. Here comes Shipley. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
That's a 2-yard line.
Now first and goal.
Go! 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Shipley will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A dramatic score to tie it, and now they just need the PAT to get the lead late fourth quarter.
So much for the touchdown maker. It's all about the extra point attempter. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's first down. Richardson to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the set. Viking 60.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 40.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Seahawks, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.